Hi folks, this is Baby Doll Soaps and Things original. Welcome to When Clout Chasing Goes Wrong. Today I'm going to focus on the story of a social media influencer who had over 82,000 followers on X and over 17,000 on Instagram. She also was dubbed the Nude Queen. This was Maryland native Reyna Dunlap, who was actually born Karen Reyna Dunlap, who had over 100,000 followers across all her platforms in total. Interesting. This woman was very controversial. Her name is the Nude Queen. Reyna Dunlap, Montgomery County native, but lived in College Park around the time of her disappearance and death, decided in November of 2024 that she was going to take a trip unbeknownst to her family to Cleveland, Ohio, to audition for a segment of the Baddies Midwest. Now, for those who know Ratchet News or Ratchet TV, you know what Baddies Midwest is. It's on a ratchet-ass channel by the name of Zeus Network. And Nun and all those Nunchin, as they call her, and all those people are on that show. This is women fighting, brawling, just doing the damnedest ratchet things. And apparently, this young lady wanted to be on that. Her sister Kara Dunlap stated that she was with a few members of the Baddies. They've been on her lives. They were guest starred on her lives. But this woman, Reyna, was found dead at the age of 30 in a vacant house in Cleveland, Ohio. According to the Cleve Scene, their local news outlet, on Tuesday, January 21st. Her family had no idea that she was going anywhere to audition for anything. Sounds like to me she went for an audition already. This woman, apparently, like I told you, she goes by the name the Nude Queen, was very controversial in itself. She has made very colorist and racist statements about black men and women, preferably darker skin or browner skin black men or black women. She's made very overly sexually explicit videos of herself online. You'll see all of that through the video. I have to be careful with how I display some of this stuff. She's put out controversial tweets, which you will also see too. This woman, I'm gonna say, I don't wish death on anybody, but this woman was a walking hot ass mouse. And I'm the kind of person, I'm all about manifestation, that thing. Be careful how you manifest. Now, her mother's name is also Karen as well. Stated that she too always had to get attention. She had to be the center of attention. She had to... Her mother's name is also Karen, like her. Karen Jones. Karen Jones claimed that Reyna had to be the center of attention. She was always this girl that had to be the center of attention. She always had to be the it girl, yada. She was no stranger to taking pictures and boasting about her beauty. And I'm looking at these pictures of this young lady. She was a very attractive young woman. A very pretty young woman that had her life ahead of her, but at the same time, she had very distorted, ugly, and messed up views. And I'm the kind of person, I was taught from the time I was a child, the energy that you put out is what you get. This is why manifestation is very important, and you have to be very specific in what you want. This woman wanted fame. She wanted attention. There's a video of her saying that when a guy, she's pressure. When she ends up, I'll see that, when she ends up with a guy, all the attention is going to be taken from the guy. It's going to be taken and put on her, taken from you. This is a woman who did anything. She wanted all kinds of attention. She didn't care if it was good. She didn't care if it was bad. She didn't care if it was so attention. And see, here's the thing. You got to be careful with shit like that. Because she got attention. She became famous. She even said in one video, when people noticed her and would come up and approach her in public, that made her feel good. Anyway, back to how she was found. This young lady was found in an abandoned house with baggy clothes and, of course, no ID, nothing on her. All of her personal items were missing. There have been several reports that She was seen around a motel on Euclid. That's a street in Cleveland. She was half naked, disoriented, and crying. And what actually made people even more concerned were her very cryptic tweets towards December of last year going into this year, which made people really question what was going on. Her sister Kira and her mother Karen are on social media calling to action, putting on TikTok, calling to action to any leads on what happened to Reyna and where she was and who she was with. And I'm gonna tell you something. I've watched most of these videos, and y'all are gonna see those videos, that this woman was just terrible. Behaved, ill-mannered, ill-tempered, and I don't wish death on anybody. What was it? What's his name? Mark Twain said. Mark Twain was rumored to say this. Let me look it up. Quotes. Okay, here it is. This is what he said. Some people say it's wrong he didn't say this, but he was rumored to say this. I've never wished a man dead, but I have read some obituaries with great pleasure. And I'm reading this story. This woman was very nasty, especially to people that look like her. Not only did she make colorist and racist comments stating, I could have been with a white guy, and I'm with you struggling black ass. Clearly, her complexion, her phenotype, still didn't get her the respect that she was looking for, craving for, because again, you did things for attention. And the vitriol that came out of this woman's mouth is beyond me. And this is a thing where I think this woman suffered with personality disorders, and she probably had a psychosis. And she was out in Cleveland doing whatever she was for that audition. There was no audition. It was a damn ruse. It was a damn setup. She got an audition, all right. The audition was she got tricked, she got drugged, she got raped, or probably ran through, passed around, because she was seen crying half nude near this motel on Euclid Avenue, Cleveland. And the fact is, you claiming you this high class bitch, what you doing at a motel? Motel is the lowest of the low. You at a raggedy ass motel, baby. And I think this woman had a bunch of mental health issues, because I think mental health, and I'm no psychiatrist. I did take some psychiatry courses or psychology courses when I was in college, but I am no professional, but this is just me. I think she had some type of a mental health illness. I think she had borderline personality disorder. Now, every one of us, I believe, a borderline is characterized by unstable moods, behaviors, and relationships. And I think that's all of us. I can speak for myself too. Means that you act on impulsivity. She acts on impulsivity. Again, 9 traits of borderline personality disorder: fear of abandonment, a fear of being left that can feel life-threatening, unstable relationships, a pattern of intense and unstable relationships, which she probably was in. And especially how she was putting her sex life out there like that. She was unstable identity, which is a lack of core sense of self. And she claimed she was a confident person, but this was a woman clearly wasn't confident. She had a false sense of herself and believed because she was light-skinned or lighter or perceived as being prettier, that she had more of an advantage as opposed to other women like me or somebody darker. She had impulsive behavior. Dangerous or impulsive behaviors like overspending, which she was doing in Cleveland, was spending around. Substance abuse, overeating, constantly doing things to get attention, which she was doing on social media. Self-harm or suicide attempts, who knows. Extreme mood swings, fluctuating moods that can last minutes to hours. Chronic emptiness, the feeling of emptiness that can lead to impulsive behaviors. Extreme anger, which you see where she's wishing black men to die, saying black women are men. She's proud to be mixed. She don't want to be considered black. Bashing people, saying such things with vitriol and anger and discontempt and extreme, and then paranoia and psychosis, stress-related paranoid idolation, or episodes of psychosis, which I think this woman all had. I could be wrong. Again, I'm not a professional, so do not look at my video as a professional. I am not a professional. Not at all. I also think, too, histrionic personality disorder is a mental condition that affects the way that a person thinks, perceives, or relates to others. So apparently, she lived off of the opinions of other people. Her quest for stardom, her quest for fame, her quest for attention. Again, 3 symptoms of histrionic personality disorder. Excessive attention seeking, what I just stated. What she was constantly doing was seeking attention. Engaging in inappropriate behaviors to gain praise or approval, which she did with her half-nude videos, her twerking, her showing her boobs, her doing sexual things with a man on the internet, and then embarrassing him because he didn't pleasure her the way that she wanted. All this crap. Acting out in order to always be the center of attention, which she wanted. And as her mother stressed, she always had to be center of attention. Feeling uncomfortable or out of place when you're not the attention or the center of attention. Being easily influenced by others. The list goes on. Again, I am no psychiatrist, no clinician. I'm definitely not in a position to be one. And last but not least, what I also think she had was narcissistic. Narcissistic personality disorder is a disorder in which a person has an inflated sense of self-importance, which she did. She was very full of herself. What are the symptoms of narcissistic personality disorder? A sense of importance, preoccupation with power, beauty, or success. She flaunted her beauty, and she was not an unappealing woman. No, she had a very pretty face. And she used her prettiness and her assets to garner the kind of attention that she wanted. She kept talking about her breasts being so big, how pretty she was, how she was light-skinned, how she was a baddie, yada. She had an entitled sense. You listen to the videos. All the attention. She had to been admired. Her embarrassing and making very controversial post about people and not caring how that affected people. That's a lack of empathy, and a lot of narcissistic people have that. She was arrogant. She had a sense of arrogance where she felt she was above and beyond people. Interpersonally exploitative for their own gain. Yes, attention. This goes back to what Cardi B said, doing things for clout. That's what she was trying to do. She was trying to gain as much controversy as possible. Can only be around people who are important or special. That was her, and that's why she wanted to go on the Baddies Midwest, because those cast members that she was supposedly friends with or knew were of importance to her. So she felt by being on this show, going to this show, was going to be her breakout. Yes, I'm in it. I'm that breakout queen. Yada. Again, like I said, don't take it from me. I am not a damn psychiatrist. I am just going by traits, and this woman was all over the damn place. Again, I do not wish ill will. I do not wish death on anybody, but at the same time, I ain't gonna be helping her family find out what the hell happened to her. Here's the thing. You play stupid ass games, you win stupid ass prizes, and this is what she did. Well, you have to be careful what you do on something called this internet. It will ricochet. It will backfire. It may not get you today. It may not get you tomorrow, but it was going to get you. And somebody's got that ass. And not only did they get that ass, they pimped that ass. Because I really think she was selling cat on them. I tried to see if this girl even had a job. Did she even have a job? An actual 9-to-5 job. And what I found out too, before she made her trip to Cleveland, this chick got evicted from her damn apartment in College Park. So something wasn't going right in her life if she lost her roof over her head. I think she was a sex worker. That's what I think she was. I think that was her career. And then she was doing all this foddery on social media. And it caught up to her. Look, I'm not trying to slut shame nobody. I don't have the right. I'm no judge, juror, execution. But Shawty was off the chain. Like real. Both shut. She was off the chain. All over the damn place. Okay? I don't know. I feel for her mother and her father. Not her father. Her mother and sister. Because they have no answers. They don't know what the hell happened. But at the same time, I don't know what to tell them. All this crazy shit, like, people are gonna learn. I don't even know if people are gonna learn in this generation to just stop doing stupid shit on the internet. That is gonna cost you. If it's not gonna cost you your job, it's gonna cost you your life. It's gonna cost you something. But it is what it is. Anyway, folks, that was my thing about it. I'm gonna do more of when clout chasing goes wrong. That's gonna be my segment. And the next one I'm going to do is on Mercedes Moore. Mercedes Moore was, again, another Reyna Dunlap, and she was murdered by a fan back in 2021. So I'm going to definitely talk about her. And I'm going to talk about many people out here who did some stupid shit on the internet that got them killed. And yes, Julio Folio, the rapper who was murdered last year around his birthday, he will be a part of this. I'm gonna catch up on a lot of stuff. This is ridiculous. This story is very sad, to say the least, because her family has no answers. But at the same time, there's no sympathy given to them because, as they say, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And that's what this woman did. This woman opened Pandora's box and she kept playing Russian roulette with her life. These streets are dangerous. It's real out here. It's real ugly out here. I can assure you of that. Alright, folks. Well, that's my take on the situation. May Reyna Dunlap rest in peace. But sad to say that she is now food for worms. She's feeding worms now. Her family had to raise a GoFundMe. So imagine you trying to be this baddie, right? Talking all this shit on social media, and you ain't even had no life insurance, that your family had to go do a GoFundMe to raise for your burial. Because you have no life insurance. Make that make sense. She didn't have none of her priorities in order. She kept talking all this shit, but didn't have none of her damn life in order. To the fact that your family is on social media begging for answers and begging for help to put you in the damn ground. Because you didn't have your ducks lined up in a row when you was living. Now that's ironic. She was talking all this crap, wishing death on black people, preferably black men. Y'all saying all this crazy shit. And look who's the one that was brought home in a body bag. They say life and death is in the power of this, your tongue. Be careful what comes out of that tongue. It can be a blessing and it can also be your death. And it was her death. And to all the black men who feel some kind of way because of what she said, it don't make no never mind because you was still following her. You was still following her because she was your preference. As long that's your preference. Your preference could say you ugly, you're that. She had the nerve to say, I could have been with a white man. And a white man would have wanted that, sweetie. Trust and believe me, a white man would have done you worse. He would have definitely used you up and passed her on to his little lacrosse buddies or whatever his little buddies that have a little jungle fever fetish. That white boy would have kept you. You too out there. You too wild. You move too funny. Like, this woman obviously had no respect for herself. She thought she did, but she didn't. Sad because she could have done something with her life in a positive way, but she took the clout chasing route and she took the hoe route. Now she's no more. Well, folks, that's my piece. Baby Doll Soaps and Things signing up. Please like, share, and subscribe, and more footage to come.